Good day guys, Bing here. Today we're going to model this. So this is I think this is for like some playground for a school. And what I did is model. So this is individual family, and then with some parameters, and then we can change the shape. So for example, I'll just copy one, so we can change the base radius, right? Change base radius, top radius, and we can also change the curve for this one. So currently 1, maybe I'll reduce this to make it more like this, right? So, and eventually once place multiple together, and we can join them. So I'll just copy, maybe just copy this one. So because they are generic model, they can we can use join geometry. Looks like we have some issue because it looks like there's some surface that almost tangent. I think that's creating this issue. So maybe let me just increase this, so to reduce the possibility of having a surface that's very like all this surface. Let me change this one to 700 maybe. Okay, so once I think this will work, so let's try join geometry. So now you can see it become, so actually I turned off the, if I go to graphic display option, so if I turn on the show edge, you'll see this line. It looks like there's a extra line there, but that's because I'm not sure. I don't think we can hide this line, but that's the family. So let's do it. Okay, so first we're going to create a new family, and then we're going to use generic model adaptive. Okay, so generic model adaptive. Okay, in this family, we're going to go to floor plan. We're going to place a point here in the middle. So, actually, it doesn't really matter, but just let's place it in the middle. So make it adaptive. Okay, so now we're going to place onto this point. So first we need to, so it will be a revolve kind of form, so we need to place some point. Okay, so first let's place a point, draw on work plan, set work plan, pick this vertical work plan, place it onto this point, and then select this point, so we can drag this to here. So now you can see there's an offset, so this will become let's just make a parameter for this will become the radius of the base. So let's create a parameter, let's call it maybe base radius. Okay, so we're going to make it instance, and okay, that's it. And then we need to have a height, so we're going to place another point, draw on work plan, set work plan, pick this horizontal work plan, place onto the point, and select this point, drag this up. So now we can see this offset. So we're going to create a parameter, let's give it height, instance, and okay, and then we need another point here. So this will be the top radius. So let's place another point, draw on work plan, set work plan, pick the vertical work plan. So so this is it, and place onto this point. So you should see this warning. Okay, so click OK, and then select this point, drag it to the side, and then we will create another. This will let's call it top radius. Okay, so instance, and okay. So now we have all these points, so we are going to create a spline, but if we use 1, 2, 3, 3 point to create a spline, so this is what we get. So what we want to achieve is, so we want to create this one that we can control. We can make this flat if we want to. Let me just copy this one. So if I reduce this this parameter so to a very small number, so this will become, this corner will become very sharp, right? If 10, it's almost, you know, very sharp. So what we want to have is, this is almost a straight line, and also this one. So if I go back here, here, so you can see this is a spline. It will always be something like this. Even, you know, if we will change this radius or the top radius, so you can see it's always, you know, a curve. So now what we need to do is, we need to, let me just, oh, hang on, what's going on? I'll dissolve this. So we have this, maybe Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Okay, so we need one extra point next to this, and we also need one. Oh, hang on. I think we need a parameter here and a parameter here, so we can control that corner. Okay, so let's do that. Select these two, create a spline, make reference line. Select these 2 points, spline, reference line. Okay, so now what we need is, we need to place a point here. Use draw on face. Okay, place it here and then select it, so you can see this. Click on this, so measure from this point and change the parameter from a normalized curve parameter to a segment length. Okay, so we'll do the same thing. Draw on face, place on this reference line, select it, flip it, change this to segment length, and now we're going to select both of them and click on this to create what do we call it, corner. So this will be the corner curve. Okay, so curve, C-U-R-V-E. Instance, okay, and okay. So now we're going to place a spline from here to here to here to here, but once again we want this part to be almost straight, right? And we also want this part to be almost straight. If I'll just have a test. If I select these 4 spline, you can see, this is what we get. Okay, so no, it's not what we want to achieve. So we need one extra point here, and one extra point here, one extra point here, and one extra point here. So let's do it. Point, draw on, we can use draw on face and place it here. Select this one. So measure from here. That's correct. Segment length, topping 1. So as long as a very small number, that should be enough. Okay, so 1 offset from the end. Place another point. So this time we're going to directly place onto this point. So let's draw on world plan, set world plan, pick, and try to place it. Oh, hang on, sorry. Oh yeah, that's correct. So draw on world plan, set world plan, pick the world plan, and place it. It's a little bit hard. Place it onto it. So if you do it properly, so you will see this warning. Click OK and select this point. So now you can see the red arrows on the to the right hand side, which means we just need to drag it to the left, or we can just type in a -1. Okay, so -1. Okay, so now we're going to do the same. Draw on world plan, set world plan, pick this world plan, place it on that point. Okay, escape, select. Okay, so this time we just wanted this one to go. Yeah, so it's the same. -1. Excuse me. Okay, so now we can place another point. This time use draw on face because we have this reference line, and then yeah, that's correct. Segment length, typing 1. That's all. So now we have 2 points, 2 points, 2 points, 2 points. So we have 8 points altogether. So select all of them. So you should just check 8 points. Now let's create a spline through them, so you can see this is it. So if I type HI, I select it, so you can see this is a spline with very straight here, and then an arc. Okay, so HR, and I'll select this and make it reference line. And okay, so and then we just need to close it. Okay, so select this, just make sure zoom in. So pick this one and create a spline, make it reference line, and do the same. Select this point together with zooming. Control select this one, spline, and then make it reference line. Now we have a profile, right? And the next step is we need an access line. So for that access line, I think we can just pick draw on face. Okay, so just draw on face, place 2 points on this reference line, then create a spline and make it reference line. So now we have this will be the access line. Okay, and then we can select this line and select this. Yeah, or this one's not right, this one's black. Let's just check the box. Yeah, okay, so let's do it again. Select this one and control select this and also this. So and create a form. So this will do a revolve. Okay, so in mass environment it's but if it's in a generic model, it will be a revolve. I'll just type SH. SH. Yep. So this is it. So we can have a test. So if I go to family types, top radius. So top radius is the offset from this point to this point. So let's try. If I try 1.5 meter. So yep. And base radius is from that point to here. So if I type 1.5 meter, yeah, that's correct. And the height, I'll try 2 meter. Yep. And corner curve. Corner curve is the distance between this point and this point, or this point and then this point. They're the same. So if I type in like 300, it will, yeah, so increase this the radius of this corner. And I think that's it. So now let's have a test. So I'm going to, so let me just check the name of this one, family 1. What's this one? Oh, family 1 as well. So maybe I'll, we need to save as we need to save as a different name, otherwise I will overwrite that one. So load this. Okay, so this is it. I'll just place it here. So it should be the same, exactly the same method, but probably a different parameter names. So I'm going to maybe copy. Okay, so copy some, and then we can just adjust them. So you can just change the height for for some of them, and then you can just make them look different. So for example, this one you can type base 1200, top 1200. This become 1900, or yeah, maybe 1 meter. And maybe change this curve 900, or yeah. So yeah, something like that. And then eventually you can. So currently there's no line between them because they are all individual. But you can join them. So you can see once I join, usually the first one you kick will be will stay as it is, and then the second one will be cut. So you can see this, right? So let's do it again. the first one I click will stay, right? The second one I click will be cut away. So if I H this one, you can see this become like this. Okay, so yeah, HR join. Let's just join them all together. And sometimes you might find it won't work. So this see here, so this is because these two surfaces it's almost tangent, and then there's once we join them, there's some part of the geometry that is less than 0.8 millimeters thick, maybe. So that's that. So this will happen. So it won't work if you it won't let you join them. So what you need to do is just slightly change them. So for example, this one, or maybe I'll just change the height a little bit, 2190. So yeah, so you can then join them. Okay, so and this is it. It's a very simple family, and I think it's quite big. It's quite easy to model, and it's easier than trying to model something like this, because this can be quite tricky to model, right? So this is it. Adaptive family, so which is mass environment family, and I believe we can also do generic model, but yeah, maybe I'll have a try and maybe show you next time. So I will upload this family for you so you can have a play, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.